Hey Dixie Belle fans, it is Stephanie from Rehab to Fab, and today I'm going to give you a tip about Gator Hide. Gator Hide is their toughest top coat. It's water-based, and the tip I'm giving you today, actually I'm going to give you several, but here is the first tip, so stay. So the first tip I'm going to give you is shaking is never enough. You could shake this until you're blue in the face, but if you look at the bottom, look at all that stuff at the bottom. You've really got to stir this up with any. So get yourself a stick, doesn't matter what kind of stick it is. Scrape the bottom of the gator hide and pull it up and stir, stir, stir. Okay, here's the top that I'm working on. I have done, trying to get a sheen on it. I've done about 3 layers of thin coats, and in between each coat, I take an old sanding block and I go in long, even strokes. You're not trying to sand it off, you're not trying to take it away, you're just trying to get any debris, any hair, anything off the top of your piece. And then once you're done, I don't have a cloth with me. You take a cloth and you wipe it off. Okay, now that I've got the top sanded and buffed, got all the debris off, stirred my gator hide really well, dampened my sponge really well and wrung it out, and I put my gator hide in a glass dish. Okay, here I'm at the piece. I take my sponge, I dip it in, and I always wipe it back off at the edge. I start in the middle, and I go in long, light, even coats. The slower you go, the better, because once you get down to the end, usually if you're going too fast, your sponge doesn't grip enough and it leaves the edges untouched. As you can tell, I'm not putting a whole lot on. I start in the middle, go in long, even strokes. As you can see, it's very even. So when I'm done the top, I take the edge of my sponge, trying to get a good picture here, and I go around the front. And then you take your sponge again and go around the edges, because what this does, when you go around the front, it leaves the gator hide like a bead of it on top, and you don't want that because it'll dry uneven and white. So you take your sponge and go around the edges. When I am done with each application of gator hide between coats, I come over and I really rinse out my blue sponge. I've got hot water, get it all out. And when I'm done rinsing all the product out of the sponge, I take some Dawn soap and hot water and I wash it out. I have never had blue pieces of sponge come off when I do this. I hope you guys have liked the tips I've given you with gator hide. If you could do me a favor, if you like the tips, go follow my page, Stephanie_Rehab to Fab. I will tag it in this post. I'm trying to reach more people, and the more people that like it, the more people will see it. I will keep doing tips like this for the rest of my time as I take over Dixie Belle page. If you can see already, the top is drying and it has a flawless finish.